What's up, boneheads? It's basically Christmas Eve for duck hunters. That's right, duck season opens tomorrow here in Nebraska. We're getting loaded up. Ace and I are ready to head out, but we're gonna release a video. We're gonna do something a little different this year. As most duck hunters know, it takes a lot of gear, a lot of time, a lot of energy, sometimes a lot of money when it comes to duck hunting and putting birds on the ground. So for me, I'm over analytical. I overthink everything when it comes to making a purchase, and I have to research everything. Sometimes you go out there and you want to get a little bit of information or some feedback on a product. There's not a lot out there, and you're left on the fence whether to make that purchase or not. We need to hydrate. Big day tomorrow. Bush light. So that being said, we're going to roll out a new video here where hopefully before every season, we're going to tell you about some of the new products that we're using, and then we're going to do a more detailed video at the end of the season. This one, we're going to touch on all the products. There's a few products that still have to show up that aren't here, so I'll add that video in. But then at the end of the season, we'll do a specific video for each item and talk about, you know, what we thought about, what we wanted it for, how it worked, what we liked, what we don't like, if we'd recommend making a purchase on it. So that way, you guys can get informed, because for me, the more I'm gonna rely on something or the more it costs, the more research I like to do. So a couple things that we've got here. He's sleeping on the job, so I'll give him a break. Sitka. Some guys love it, some guys hate it. Personally, I hate being cold outside. I hate being cold. And I used kind of some average gear for a long time. I switched to some Sitka products about 2 years ago, and it's worth it for me. It really is. So we did have a hookup with Sitka this year, and we've got some new things that we're going to show you. So this is one of Sitka's base layer shirts. Again, this is for me. And I hate being cold. They were out of the Waterfowl marsh color that I wanted, or pattern, but this is a base layer. It's going to be under a hoodie. It's going to be under a jacket or whatever. It really doesn't matter. You know, I'm not a beefcake that's going to be walking around in a quarter zip, but quarter zip base layer. I think this was their mid to heavyweight, so kind of a later in the season type deal. Real anxious to try this. So I don't even know what they call this. We'll put it on the video. So that's the first piece of Sitka gear. Second piece is the Dakota Hoodie. I've actually owned this for 2 years. A buddy of mine, he's seen me on it. He's heard me talk about it. So he wanted one for himself. So I'll hold my opinions about it, although you can kind of tell where this is going. But we'll touch on that again at the end of the year. I do have a Sitka hat just because I like it. And then I did order some Sitka gloves, and they're going to be here tomorrow, but I wanted to shoot the video today. Last year we had a cold hunt. My gloves weren't waterproof. Every time I was taking the bird from the dog, I was getting my gloves wet and they froze. So I told myself the one big purchase I was making this year, not big, but the one main purchase I was making this year was a good set of gloves. So I think they're like PGX or PTX gloves with Sitka. I'll put it on the video here, but I'm also trying those this year. New blind bag. Every hunter needs a good blind bag. Mine last year was just falling apart. There were tears on it. The handles were broke. Did some research. This is the Cabela's Northern Flight. I think it's Stackham. I don't know. I'll look it up and put it on the video. But not bad. I think it was $70 at Cabela's. There's a ton of neat features on it. I liked it because of the size, because I'm going to take camera gear in this as well as my hunting gear. Ton of storage on it. And again, we'll touch on all that on the back end once we've had a chance to use it. But that's a new piece of equipment that we're going to be rolling with this year. And then last, but certainly not least, hey, can you stand up for the people? Come here. Hey, come here. Can you sit up? No, just stay there. No, stay. This is the dog vest. I had a terrible time with dog vests last year. I'm not going to say the brand, but I went through 2 of them. I sent both back within about 8 hunts because it was tearing, zipper issues, the whole thing. Jumped online, asked for some feedback. You guys didn't disappoint. 90% of people said go with the Rig'em Right Bloodline hunting vest. We have used it for a couple of teal hunts so far this year, but everybody knows you really start testing your gear out in October, November, December when you start getting after it. No, you stay up there. You stay up there. But that's a dog vest. So I think a dog vest should last more than a year, certainly more than 6 hunts, unlike the vest I used last year. But can you be professional? People are watching. Thank you. Hydrate. But super excited to try this. It's got the handle on the back, which I like for lifting him in and out of his blind, boat. And it's also got the zipper. I hate just the Velcro only dog vest. So kind of checked all the boxes of what I like in a dog vest. Now it's just time to put it to the test. So I'm gonna pause for a second. I'm gonna take a drink while we insert video clips of anything that we add after I film this video. Check them out. All right, that's our new gear with Bonehead Waterfowl for the 21-22 season. Excited to get after it. It's going to be an interesting year. Weather's going to play a part of it. Drought's going to play a part of it. We're hunting some new places. We're ready to roll. We've been waiting for this time of year since duck season ended last year. So good luck to everyone out there. Make sure and follow up with us at the end of the season. We'll probably post these sometime between February and May, I would assume, is where we're going to post our product reviews. But we're excited for it. So thanks for checking out Bonehead Waterfowl. We'll catch you guys throughout the season. Cheers, Boneheads.